We here generally analyze non-fiction books, comparing with current scenarios and during the period the book was written. Homo deus, however, is primarily written on assumptions of the future events. Hence, it's more tricky and complicated to a review based on future events. The book examines what might happen to the world when all myths are coupled with new godlike technologies. Deus argues that the principles that have organized society will undergo a huge shift in the 21st century with major consequences for life as we all know it. Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow, is written by Israeli historian Yuval Noel Harari. Harari's previous book, Sapiens, had thrilled readers around the world. Harari is both a best-selling author and acclaimed history professor at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Homo Deus explores the impact of major technological developments on human society. The book avoids asking the reader to struggle with any difficult issues such as the future of economic equality or the effects of climate change or technology-driven unemployment. Instead, Harari has lots of interesting things to say about how organisms are algorithms and life is data processing and why intelligence is decoupling from consciousness and our resulting future where our non-conscious but highly intelligent algorithms may soon know us better than we know ourselves. What all this means is that, as usual, we all are worrying about the wrong things. In both books, he iterates on the work-life balance of our primitive hunter-gatherer ancestors compared to the lifestyle of modern-day individuals. A hunter-gatherer focused on the procurement of food for a portion of the day, but did whatever they pleased with the remaining time. In contrast, a factory work in China would work grueling hours in terrible conditions for the entirety of their lives with significantly lower living standards than their primitive ancestors. Even in fully developed societies, the work ethic far outpaces our ancestors' lives, and the fruit of our labor introduced problems that even generations a few years back could not even comprehend. This idea begs the question, is future innovation really taking us on the right path? The second theme that was heavily focused on in Homo Deus was animal rights. He points out that inhuman treatment of our livestock in graphic terms, although very convincing, Harari paints a future in which technology outspaces the human mind through artificial intelligence, only to eventually treat our race just as we treat the intelligence on our earth that we see inferior to ourselves. Homo Deus talks a lot about things, from our ancestors to AI to questioning if humans have souls to technological developments to why humans are superior beings to the fact that the coming generations will really be ones dealing with the consequences of temperature change and not us. It is not a brief history of what's coming, but also what has happened and what is currently happening. Most people enjoy Sapiens' move simply because it was building on the evidence of past and present. Deus was more speculation. The book suggests that humans have transitioned from focusing on solving immediate problems of survival to seeking eternal happiness and overcoming mortality. Harari argues that as technology advances, people will continue to strive for even more power, happiness, and longevity. This could lead to a future dominated by a new type of human, Homo Deus, who are more godlike, able to extend their lives, enhance their physical and cognitive abilities, and achieve ultimate happiness. Harari explores the idea that humans have a unique quality called consciousness, which sets them apart from animals. He examines the history of human beliefs and religions, arguing that they are a product of human imagination and fiction. This is something what put in a different angle from that of written in Sapiens. Harari again dwells into the power of stories and myths in shaping human society and cultures. He explains how stories and shared beliefs have held societies together throughout the history and how they influence human behavior and cooperation. Harari also discusses the rise of dataism, the new ideology that views the universe as a flow of data and places great value on information. Towards the end of the book, he discusses the potential of human enhancement through technology, the possibility of merging humans with AI, and the challenges of maintaining meaning and purpose in world where humans are no longer the most intelligent beings. Harari also explores alternative scenarios for the future, such as ecological collapse or a new era of social inequality.